So I thought I'd start off this next video looking like a bit of a knob. Some people might look cool when they're running. Me, not so much. And it's quite hard because I'm trying to focus on the camera. Wouldn't exactly call it running, I would call it slipping through the woods because it's muddy. And my reasoning for this, let's slow down. My reasoning for this, well, see how Rocksteady looks. I'm not in horizon balance or anything, just in Rocksteady standard D-warp. And also because since the firmware update, the bitrate thing that everybody has been asking for, which is a higher bitrate option, is now on the Action 5 Pro. So you get the option in the menu, whether you want standard, whether you want high bitrate. I haven't even run that far, do you know what I mean? I need to get exercise. Anyway, so you get the option, and the higher the frame rate, the higher the bitrate. So I'm gonna stand to one side, I'm gonna pop up my findings on the screen next to me. There, are they there? So that's one thing sorted for everyone that wanted that, even though, to be fair, I mean, it's always a good thing because if you're doing fast moving stuff, then you probably want a higher bitrate. Whoa, ND8 might be a bit too mellow for this bit of sun. Anyway, if you like this video, then please consider giving it a like, drop in a comment, and of course, if you want to subscribe too, that would be amazing because there will be more content always on drones and yeah, some camera stuff such as this. As probably mentioned in the title of this video somewhere, there's some stuff that I didn't really talk about in the initial first impressions review, I don't think. So, you know, there's plenty of videos about this camera online already going into depth on it, but I'm going to just run through a few of the things I didn't talk about. The first one is super slow motion. So within the menu, you can already choose to shoot in 100 or 120 frames per second in 4K or 240 in 1080. Let me just go this way. And you can have the camera slow it down for you. The exposure might look a bit weird now because I've now got the sun behind me, so we'll see how that looks. Yeah, what was I saying? So you can have the camera do it for you, or you could obviously do that yourself in post. But there is also a super slow-mo option, which I'll tell you about in a minute because it baffled me at the start. But there's a super slow-mo option where you can click like a snail icon in the playback screen if you filmed in certain settings, and it will slow it down to, for example, if you shoot in 1080 240 FPS, it will be to 960. Reason why it baffled me at first is because whenever I went into the loads of mud, whenever I went into the playback bit, the snail icon wasn't highlighted and wouldn't let me click it. But then I realized it becomes highlighted, you just have to give it a couple of seconds, and that was just me being impatient. So let's go back this way. So yeah, it does work absolutely fine, and I've tested it out and I would like to do so again. I'm just trying to look for somewhere suitable. Do you know what, if I try any more running around here, or any actual running even, I'm just going to fall straight flat on my arse. Until I edit this video, I'm not actually sure whether the super slow-mo is rendered and exported like that into the file when you sort of transfer it to your computer, but I'll be finding that out myself when I'm editing this video. So that piece of hot action footage was shot in 1080p, 240 FPS, and hopefully slowed down super slow-mo to 960. And you can do it in 4K and stuff as well. You've got to do a minimum of 100 frames per second when you shoot on anything. And yeah, obviously you're just going to get it a lot slower when you do it in 1080 for that. Let's have a look at the subject tracking mode. So I didn't have a look at that in the first video either, and what it does is it puts a box in the middle of the screen, which is like a 2.7K resolution box, and then it will follow you around. Obviously if you go out of frame, then it's not going to do sort of what the Osmo Pocket 3 does and, you know, moves a gimbal around or anything like that, but it will, you know, if you're within the view, it will keep you in frame and track you. So let's have a quick look at that. I have now also tried out the time-lapse function on the Osmo Action 5 Pro, and you do get some preset modes like sunset and clouds and a few others as well, I think. But I just use manual settings because I'm kind of used to doing lots of hyperlapses with drones, and I do like to control the shutter speed myself. Thank you to every single one of you for being here and watching, whether you've been here before and you subscribed or whether you're brand new. If you do want to subscribe, then that'd be cool to have you here, and catch you on the next one. And please don't forget that if you are interested in any of the DJI products that I use personally, like the Osmo Action 5 Pro and some of the drones, if you have a look in the description, yeah, there'll be some links in there for you. So take care, and I'll catch you on the next one.